the characterization for Grover is kind of annoying me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one character so far that I'm like, they need to improve this. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
very, very iffy.
Yeah.
Clarice is talking too much.
Yeah,
She's much more of a punch stab type
there's
than
her intelligence and wisdom stats are way too high.
Way too high.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're dialed way the hell up.
yeah, those are supposed to be both her freaking dumb stats, and they're too. They're like double what they should be. Like,
I am liking how they're developing the Luke Percy relationship.
yeah,
It's coming at the expense of his relationship with Annabeth, though, which, given how this all plays out,
Right.
it really can't afford to. Although hopefully that'll change real quick.
yep,
I also kind of wish that they had the Hellhound rip his chest open like they did in the books, because that would have gotten a little bit more of a sense of threat in a way that is kind of missing here.
yeah.
But I mean, not an awful start. Like I said, the only one who really is getting on my nerves is Grover, because there was no strategic value to getting Percy thrown out. The goal was to get Percy to stop thinking about it so he wouldn't set off a flare.
Yeah.
And the whole reason Percy ditches him in the book is because he's just freaking him out, because it's like, hey, I've got to protect you. It's like, protect me from what? You're creeping me out, dude. And he runs away.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
So, not awful. The fact that Dionysus gives a fuck about what's going on is a little weird, too.
That is strange. That is very strange.
Like, his whole thing is like, yeah, going on the quest is really stupid, but if you're still here when I get back, you're turning into a bottlenose and you'll go see your dad.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, it's fine, but the characterization for at least those few supporting characters is way off. The fact that Luke doesn't... The other thing that really, really bothers me is that Luke doesn't have a scar. Like I said, that's analogous to the Zuko scar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing if, like, I was like trying to find it, and I just could not spot it at all.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that's a big component of his, for sure.
Also, Annabeth isn't the best warrior at camp. Luke is. It was Thalia, then Luke, then Annabeth. She's the best strategist at camp.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Modern day stories.
It's not too bad, because she is the best strategist. They really don't need to make her any more of a girl boss than she was in the book. She's already the most competent in the group.
Yeah, she's already there.
That's gonna get dialed way the hell up, though.
But I mean, even canonically, she's the most competent. Percy's the heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Annabeth is the strategist, and Grover's the druid.
Yeah.
That's pretty much unironically exactly how it all shakes out. Like I said, Clarice spent way too much time talking. And the fact that Grover's the one who says, oh, go save your mom. No.
Yeah, no. That's administration, if anybody, they're the ones that would have used that to be like, yeah, go on the quest, and while you're there, track her down and do that.
Yeah, that would just make more sense coming from them.
Yeah.
And like I said, Grover's supposed to be... They completely changed how that whole thing played out for Grover, because this whole motivation is that they mark his how he gets to camp as a failure because Percy has to drag his ass over the boundary line. He gets knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
So it's marked as a failure, and that's why he has to go on the quest.
Right. I remember that.
And that's also part of the reason his mom dies, is because they both go back and grab Grover.
Yeah.
Well, not dies, but kidnapped.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I get that maybe they're just trying to give Grover a little bit more agency, but I feel like he's got way too much in how it all plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing anything, Chaos, or overblowing anything? I know you and
No.
I both know Percy
No, I
Jackson
think
really well, so
yeah. No, I think you're right with how they're playing Grover up, and I think my only issue I have with Annabeth right now, and I think it's mainly because as much issue as I had with like the movie itself, with the first movie, the person they had for her, and with the drawings that I've seen of the characters as well, fit her as a character so well that that's what I see when I see her on the screen.
oh, she doesn't have gray eyes. That pissed me off.
Yeah, that too. But I'm like, it just fits where like this Percy fits Percy much better too.
Right.
Yes.
So it's
Right.
like a complete contrast. So like we need to make a series with like both of them now, and we'll be all good. So
Yeah. I mean, uh, they didn't do badly.
no,
No, I
think
don't think so.
it's a solid B plus
Yeah.
for the first two.
And-
Solid B plus.
given that they've unironically gotten D's for every other show that they've ever released.
Yeah. yeah, definitely. The definition.
That bar ain't too high, so
Yeah.
D plus. It's so fitting for what the quality of content.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
The only other thing is that in the book, Percy at least had a couple weeks of training before all the capture the flag shit went down. And he showed that he had a talent for swordplay.
Yeah, the pacing is a little quick, I'd have to say. Like,
Yeah, they're like really accelerating a lot of the story, which is I don't know why. Like it's a season. Like, so I don't know why you feel like you have to, do that. Although I don't know the episode count either. I don't know if you guys know.
I looked it up. It's 8. Where I would have liked to have seen like maybe 10 or 12.
I think 10 or 12 would have been better. Yeah,
and maybe have like the whole capture the flag thing, like as either half an episode or like the whole episode, and have more build up to it.
Right.
Right.
And again, one of the big things is that a hellhound gets summoned inside of camp.
Yeah.
Trying to kill Percy, or at least make it look like he's trying to kill Percy. So that there's like, oh shit, we have enemies both inside and outside our walls type deal.
Right.
And that just flat didn't happen. Maybe it'll happen in the next one.
Yeah, I mean they could put that in there before they leave. Yeah.
That's true. They could.
But the way that it ended, Percy's like, okay, Grover, we're leaving now.
I know.
He's not waiting for the third one. He's like,
right.
Yeah, we're out. So.
Yeah, the exact sequence of events is eluding me in the book.
No, I think the Hellhound was before. I think it was before the capture the flag thing. But like, this is gonna be like Annabeth's gonna be at the gate, out of like freaking Lord of the Rings, where like Gimli and Legolas are like we're going with you, laddie. Like whether you want it to happen or not, I'm
We're
going with
here.
you. You
Yeah.
know, so deal with it. Like,
But also the fact that Annabeth was just lingering over Percy's head
yeah,
was a little weird. Again, in the book, she was feeding him. Like he was knocked on his ass for a few days, or
yeah,
at least a couple days, I think. Just completely out of it. So she was basically being Nurse Nightingale. Like,
yeah. I mean, if he's gonna come back and come to within a matter of hours, at least put him in a freaking Baffa tank. Like, put him in a regeneration tank, because then at least he's in water, so it makes sense.
Yeah, pull him.
oh,
Yeah, put him in a Saiyan healing tank or something. Like,
Yeah, put him in a freaking bathtub with water for all I care. Like,
but the other thing is in the book, Annabeth is surprised when he heals from the water. That's
Yeah.
what makes her shit. That's what makes her shit a brick. When she
Yeah.
realizes, oh, it's not Zeus's kid, it's Poseidon's kid. Oh shit.
Yeah.
yeah, it seemed, well, that's why it's her, the girl bossness is like turned up to 10, you know. It's like she already knows, she just needed it to be confirmed. So
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, again, canonically, she's already objectively the best character in this, like, in the group.
Yeah. Like, you don't see any sense of like weakness out of her till like is it the Mark of Athena or like the Labyrinth? One or the other. Take either one of those books, and that's just because she's like, okay,
it was
I'm
the
out of my
Labyrinth.
league here. Yeah, I'm out of my
Yeah.
league here, and I need to like basically, pull an Obi-Wan, and get a couple one-ups and hit the Super Saiyan 3 music.
My big thing is her ego had better get them in trouble.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they're gonna
Yeah.
do. Modern Disney would not do that.
Oh no.
No.
But I mean, like in the books, like there's one point where they're dealing with a Sphinx, but instead of being a clever riddle, it's literally just a multiple choice test with a Scantron because Rick Riordan was a teacher and he was being funny.
Yeah, I remember
And
that. I'm like, really?
She was insulted because they were simple factual questions rather than a riddle.
Yeah.
So instead of answering the question she was perfectly capable of answering, she refuses and they get attacked. Like, so they better keep that in. Just because their ego was bruised.
I feel like a big thing with this show, apart from, like, it seems fine for now, but I think a big thing is probably going to be the pacing. I think that's going to be a big thing with this show, which is odd. Like, you see it that in a lot of movies. You're like, why are they have to like accelerate things because they only have a certain time frame, but it's like, they probably could have 10 episodes and pace it really well, yet they're just kind of they're trying to just hurry things along very quickly. So I don't know.
It has the reverse of the Ahsoka problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ahsoka made everything breathe way too much. This show could stand to have it breathe just a little bit more.
Yeah, can we just stand and just chill, for like 10 seconds, Just take the Ahsoka. Do what Ahsoka would do, just
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing how they talk about the ADHD and the dyslexia thing, and I kind of let that go when I saw the movie and when I was reading the book.
right.
And now because of my profession, I'm listening to that and I'm like, I'm offended, and I'm not even diagnosed with either of those. But because of what I know, I'm
Right.
like, that is bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I will defend it strictly on the principles of the book that he was writing it for his son who has those things and he wanted him to make him feel like a superhero. So it's like,
okay, yeah.
That's why he did it.
Like, I get that, but I'm like, but I'm thinking about it. I'm like I know people that are diagnosed with both of these,
Yeah.
and nobody's pulling out swords and saying that my dad or my mom is a Greek god. I'm like,
Right.
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Also, two more quick things.
Yeah.
One, I still have a problem with the fact that Grover got Percy kicked out. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
A. And B, Sally's competence when it comes to myths and mythology, and how much she passed on to Percy, seems oddly inconsistent to me. Because there are times when she rattles off knowledge about the myths, but at the same time she doesn't know things that I know. There's no reason for her not to know if she knows as much as she does. So it just seems a little weird to me. I don't know. It was just so that somebody else could explain things, I guess, so she wouldn't already know all this shit.
I was gonna say maybe the plot needed her to know certain things and not other things. I don't know.
Yeah,
Certain scenes weren't written very well. So
like I get that everybody rolls a natural 20 and people roll a natural 1, but you don't. Most people, and especially like in Sally's case, you don't know the myth of like Perseus if you don't know basic facts of like the 3 major gods.
right.
Like
Right.
I'm sorry, you ask anybody who Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades are, they're going to give you basic knowledge. You ask them who like Perseus is, and they're going to be like, I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Like,
do you mean Hercules?
Or Hercules for that? Yeah, exactly. They're going to be like, yeah, that was the half son of Zeus, right? No,
And he had
way off base,
Pegasus,
man.
right?
Yeah. Oh no, wait, that was the guy that founded Rome. No, you know what? Get the fuck out of here.
Also, the fact that Sally was so overtly confrontational to Gabe.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, because the whole thing is, or at least my recollection, Barbara, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Or it's just that she just sat down and took it.
Yeah.
She sat down and took it.
Yeah.
Until Percy's like, okay, either I can get rid of him or you can.
No, from my recollection, like she definitely didn't wham and boss him at the end. It was like, no, say please, like there was like none of that.
She does
go ahead.
Yeah, she does that, but if I remember right, he went after Percy.
Yes. Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh fuck no."
Yeah. You can say all you want, but yeah,
you can beat me up all you want, verbally, physically, whatever, but you ain't going after my kid.
Right. Yep.
How I remember it was that she was placating, and at the very end, he raises his hand to her, and that's when Percy realizes that when he wasn't around, Gabe would hit her.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, I have Medusa's head in my room. So Mom, you kill him or I do. More or less.
Yeah.
So I mean, she does girl boss him in the end, but up until that point, she just sits and takes it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because she has to, because it's about protecting her son.
Yeah.
That's what matters to her.
Yep.
But you know, modern Disney's not going to let that go. So.
No.
Yeah.
She can do both in modern Disneyland. So.
And I'm not saying in a real world situation that sitting down and taking it is the right answer. I don't think it is. But that's how she handled it.
Yep. So.
And then the fact that she made Grover make a promise that there's no way Sally Jackson would have even thought to ask him to make.
Yeah.
No, she wouldn't.
Swear to me.
Yeah. Swear to me on the river Styx. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was waiting for it too.
Me too.
But Grover's like 12. She would not have a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old or however the frick old he's supposed to be making oaths either enforced by the Styx or not. Like, that's not what she would do. I don't know.
But
little things here and there.
I just hope that they get alleviated rather than added to. That's all. Like, I still have hope for the series.
Oh yeah, me
I
too.
do. Like, I haven't by any means written it off, but
No.
there are some issues.
No, I think it's definitely worth a keep going with.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
for
no,
sure.
I agree. I agree with that for sure.
So.
For sure.
Yeah. But I did actually like the actor who played Kyron. He did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I liked him as well. Yeah, I mean, B plus.
Yep.
B plus. Yeah, I'm waiting
Yeah.
to see how this goes. Just these next 6 episodes here. I guess we'll see.
So,
Congratulations, Disney. You've got 2 extra letter grades.
yeah. See, if you actually listen to people and put effort into stuff, it actually will pan out.
Yeah, really.
So
Yeah. We'll have to see how this all plays out. I'm definitely going to keep watching.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we can do that for sure. For sure. All right, you guys got anything else?
no, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, we thank you guys for tuning in. We do ask that you smash that like button, subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know what you guys think. Hit that bell for notifications, share this video out there, and you guys take care.